LLC with gunmetal imperial crystal edge technology screens. Gotta put a request in real quick. Ugh. Sorry, getting up today. Got a few things to take care of. Gotta go over and pick up Taco's cat food because he eats his food like a freaking horse. I swear I've never seen a cat eat food like this before. A cat can consume some food. He's not a big cat either. He can consume some food. So I gotta go out there and get him set up before I can go in here and get my installation done today. But anyway, as I said before, when you're doing business with a e-commerce business, you have to make sure that you are getting what you paid for. Number one, you have to make sure that product can be back. You do not want to get scammed. And you have to make sure that site's going to be there. Because, again, this is a very fickle site. We've seen it pop on, pop off. Pop on, pop off. So basically, the person who runs the site is basically disconnecting his domain. I found that out today. I had to call Wix today. He's disconnecting the domain. It's not on their behalf. He's reattaching it and disconnecting it back and forth at will. This is not good. When we have a website, the website runs or it doesn't run. Because you got people that are popping into the site. It's a site that runs 24/7. And if the site's there 1 minute and gone the next, that will freak a person out, especially if they slide a credit card through there or personal information and the site's there 1 minute and it's gone. Now, mind you, this is a person who's known for having fickle products. Like I said, we have it right there on the blacklist. You can see where he's been caught several times on basically matching household products that a consumer can go pick up themselves, and he's been selling them at ridiculous prices. And then, if you also will notice that the SKU numbers on his site, they lead to different complete products. Actually, one product that I found that I liked, I actually ordered the pom-pom hat, the black and yellow hat. I like that when I ordered it. But anyway, it's a fickle site. It's a scam site. We've been telling you to do this for years. This guy is a huge scammer. Today's Monday. I will be going down today to begin the process of filing our lawsuit against Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. Jamie is accused of many, many things, but one of the things he's going to be accused of today is basically slandering our products, our company. So we're suing him and we're suing his company. He doesn't have a limit liability to protect him because it doesn't exist, because due to the fact that he didn't fill out documents that were required to be able to maintain his LLC, and this landed him with one of these. This is called Statement of Information Due. He doesn't have this at all. That's why it shows that his due date is here and it has expired. He's also lied on documents involving his company, saying that his company has been around 6 months. When we first saw it was 5 months, but he claimed it was 6 months. This is a document that, did I print these out? I gotta print these documents out. This is a document that we are printing out because, or actually, I forgot to print this one out. I gotta bring it for court today. Bring it down to, we filed the lawsuit today. I gotta bring all this stuff down into the courtroom for the filing room. But anyway, this right here, we're bringing it down to show that not only did he go on YouTube and other platforms and slander our technology, but his company is a complete scam and it's a fraud. Now, in order for me to put these accusations in, I'm going to have proof, because I said everything is hearsay. We got more than enough. We can see right here that his document under his LLC has expired, and not only that, he's lied on his application for his LLC, which is a government application, a government document where he claims he's been around 6 months. And by the receipts that we will be issuing in today, we can clearly show that his company has been around for quite some time. As a matter of fact, there are YouTube videos of him in the videos, including the one of him copying the house paint, copying his products that are dating back for quite some time. The mix he has under the Frankenstein has a date from 5 years back. So this is not going to go well for him today. Now, as I said before, his site pops on and off at will. We showed you where this guy had started posting pornography on his website because he was upset with us. Like, again, we have to present all this information, because if we go against someone's company and we said the company is a fraudulent, fickle company that can't be trusted, we're known as a scam company, we can't just say this in court without proof. So we have plenty of proof to prove that his site is not what it is. He's been scamming customers. His site's a complete fraud. And then he's turned around and basically slandered our company. We have to prove all this in court, and it's not hard to do. Copyright infringements. Yes, we have all that, documents, process servers that were at the house, things from the CCP board, all that. That's all got to be presented in court. Anything we put in those documents today, anything we state has to be backed up, and we have no problem. All right. Let's go over here. We got to also bring in the police reports for where we filed, because we're also going to put the reports that we had to go in, and we had to file 2 different police reports due to the fact this guy tried to put our lives in danger by posting our address without our permission. Keep in mind, Jamie, that when I go to court, if you make a statement by saying that, hey, he's registered, no, we are not registered. Any place I lived at, there's no registration under my LLC, nowhere at all, period. So this will get you in trouble. You get that proof. But we can say that you are registered under the apartment that you live at, because, and that document shows that you're basically has your address. This is where you live at. This is where the process server wanted to serve you. So there's no way around that. Don't lie in court. Just don't do it. Trust me. Not going to go well. Anyway, so again, this is why we tell you, do not slide credit cards. Don't do business with this guy. If you've been to his site, you've even read through his site, you can clearly see he didn't know what he was talking about. He was just writing things just to write things in there. He even went in so far as, when I say he doesn't take his business seriously, he was ripping off information off our site and pasting it to his site. Even though we say he can take whatever he wants off the site, because we knew whatever he took off the site, he couldn't back up. That's an automatic have not described right there from the door, that you can file a complaint against him. He will lose because he can't back up something that he stole from another site. This shows you that he had no respect for his business. He treated his business like it was a game at the end of the day. He didn't take it seriously. Our websites, we don't do that nonsense. I treat my site as it's a business at the end of the day. Why would I treat it like a circus at the end of the day? So this is the reason why you don't buy from this guy. Here we go again. Look at this. Site down. Fickle site. I've seen sites on Wishlist and Temu that stay stable. This guy takes it down at will. He hides things when he wants to hide things. He brings them up when he wants to bring things up. You want to be sliding credit cards to a website like this? This right here is going to get him some trouble, a lot of trouble. Can't do that with a website. Can't be bringing it down and putting it up and bringing it down and putting it up. Can't do that. No. That's like going to a store. It's open 1 minute, it's closed next. Open. It's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Like, what in the world's going on? Is this store even real? Yeah, you've heard that before. Like, is this thing open? Is it real? Is anybody working here? There you go. There you go. He doesn't take his business seriously. He doesn't test his products. He has products on his site. Again, I said it's Match Household Paints. Did he remove any of these products? No, he didn't remove it. He does not care. And this is what we were trying to tell you. This is why we need people like him out of the industry, because they make the industry look bad. They're just as worse as a knockoff projector. Just as worse. Knockoff projector comes on, claims to be something that is not. Customer comes in, they buy it. They don't know better because it's their first time buying a projector, and they get duped into buying a piece of trash. There you go. Simple and plain. The site comes on when it comes on. Now, he comes in and says, well, I had some, no, you didn't have any difficulty. We both had the same server. You didn't have any difficulties. Everything knocked out. We went out too. We're running perfectly fine with no problem. You can go to any Wix site right now and dig them up. They're all running. This is him disconnecting. I contacted Wix. I talked to someone over there, and they told me the reasons why a site would be missing is several things. Now, I know for a fact that if you have copyright infringements, you won't have any of this up here, because under their rules and regulations, if you were basically accused of this, they wipe you clean off the server. You have a lifetime ban, so nothing will pop up but a 404 error, little dinosaur on the side. That's what you would get, period. It's not there at all, period. They wipe it. This is caused by when you don't either pay your domain name and they disconnect it from your site, or you disconnect it yourself, which you have that option when you go into your editing mode. You can actually disconnect it.
Which I call it Crow's Super Alpha Cinematics.
We got
That's
music.
Part 1. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you. Alright guys, quick video, really quick. I've been getting a lot of orders offline, man, and I just decided to open it up. I'm opening back my website for the holidays only.
He's opened up this website for the holidays only, which means he disconnected his site the first time. When things got too hot for him, he disconnected his site. And then he said he decided to open it up again for the holidays. It was never when you pay for those subscriptions on your site, they're monthly. That's how you pay for them. You have two choices, monthly or yearly, on how you pay for your domain subscription. So basically, once you pay that month, it's paid. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be there. And it takes a while for them to come in. Even if you do miss a couple of payments, it takes a while for them to disconnect you. It takes a while. I literally had one disconnected because I paid it, and it's supposed to be on an automatic payment. My automatic payment, which I forgot, when my debit card got compromised, I lost my debit card. And bottom line is, they canceled the card, of course, to send me another one. So I'm thinking, I got a couple months that went by, not a couple months, I got about a couple weeks went by, and I got the debit card. I literally forgot to go in and change out the information, the renewal information, literally forgot to do it. And when I went to check my Crystal Witch page, and you see the video, I showed the video, the domain it was there, the same thing popped up like his, because the bill wasn't paid. And I go, oh shoot, I gotta go take care of this. So I go in there and I give them money, like 60 something bucks, 60 or 70 bucks, and send it over to them, and site comes back on. That's it. That's another reason why it would go down. Another reason, because you can go in there and you can disconnect the domain from there. You can just go in there if you want to change your domains. The Crystal Edge site has 3 domains attached to it when we decide to change the company over to what's coming up in 2025. Oops, tell you too much. But anyway, we got something coming up. We're going to be converting Crystal Edge technology into a new, different site. It's going to involve Crystal Edge, but it's going to be a new version of technology that we're actually engineering in 2025. But we have domain names already set up ahead of time and already registered if we choose to use them. So I can go on there and disconnect the domain and bring another one up, or disconnect that domain and bring another one up if I choose to. We don't do that because that'll be confusing until we actually make the announcement to let you know what is going on, why we're doing it, and we give you a chance to get used to the new change, which you're supposed to do in business. But anyway, he removed it. He disconnected his site. So he's disconnected at will because Jamie has agencies that are looking into his account. There are government agencies. There are the agencies involved with the state general office, state attorney general office. What is this? I think it is right here. Hold on, let me get this correct. I want to say things like I'm not saying right. California Secretary of State, because they're hounding him for the information for the LLC. It's not there. He doesn't have his proper information, his paperwork. That's why it's not there. It's going to be like that for a long time. And after a while, you're going to start seeing things pop up on the account as in a good standing and all that stuff. He's in a probation period right now. So they're sending him stuff right now. As things start to prolong and go along, then you're going to start seeing all this start to go disactivated. That's going to pop all the way down the site. You know what I mean? Then that's when things are getting really serious. But if they find out ahead of time that they've had some problems with other government agencies, as in mail fraud, stuff like that, criminal activity, this is going to drop dramatically fast because it's going to show that he's not in good standing anymore. But anyway, as I said before, this is why we advise you do not put credit cards through his site. Those, if you didn't see these videos, here's the thing I don't understand. And I got to explain it real quick. I don't know how anybody with a fully functioning brain could read through his website and clearly think, oh, that would work. No, he doesn't have enough information. He's parts of his website doesn't even have proper specification sheets. There's shipping information missing. Literally had to take our stuff from our site in order to have a proper shipping page. He stole images off of Google. You know how sad that has to be in the projection screen industry, that you actually go to Google and steal images to portray that your products come out this way? That's pretty low. That's extremely low, but this is what he did. So there's nothing he won't do. Is your credit card and stuff information safe? Yeah, it is actually, because he can't basically take anything from that, because when your credit card comes up on these accounts, what happens is we only see the last 4. That's it. We just see last 4 digits. That's it. We don't see nothing else, which is good. That's why as long as I've been in business, we have people contact us when we give them their credit card numbers and make orders. We won't do that. We won't accept that. You can't do that. You have to go through the website. You have to buy. I don't want to know about it. I don't care. You have to go through the website and make the purchase, or we send you an invoice. But we will not take credit cards over the phone. We never do that at all, period. I don't believe it. I'm a trustworthy person. I'm not going to take anything from you, but it's not how we do business. We do business as you have to go to the website and you have to purchase it that way. Or, we invoice you. But anyway, this is what I mean by unfickle site. Now, him over there, and I'm going to call this, him over there hearing me talk about this. The only reason why Jamie reactivates his site is because when he hears me out here talking about how his site's websites are fake, it's a phony, which we already know already, that he can't back up his products at the end of the day. He can't even back up claims against our products at the end of the day. He'll automatically activate the site real fast and go, look, I'm here, nothing's wrong, I'm here, I'm back, and then disconnect again when things get hot, just like he did in the video.
Until January 1st, but just type in Croylon 76 screen mix, do a search, it'll bring you to this, and then once you're right here, click it, and it'll take you to my website right here. Don't pay attention to this right now, it'll display right now, but go to shop. All right, just go to shop really quick, and then everything's there. All the prices have been modified to $50. Everything, even my Frankenstein, which I call it Crow's Super Alpha Cinemax. All right, that's a dark one. All right, thank you guys. I'll see you. All right, guys, quick video, really quick. I've been getting a lot of orders offline, man, and I just decided to open it up. I'm opening back my website for the holidays only until January 1st, but just type.
Now, did you hear what he just said in his voice? He said, I'm opening up my website only until January the 1st. What's going on after January the 1st that he has to shut the site down? There's a lot going on January the 1st. One thing that's going up, he has to have that annually information that they're requesting for the LLC. He doesn't have. And another bigger problem, he lied on his documents. They're going to find out sooner or later. They are. They're going to put 2 and 2 together, and they're going to find out. Eventually, going to find out a little faster today because we have to go down and we have to file for the lawsuit today. But yeah, they're going to find out a lot faster. And what's going to happen is they're going to go in, they're going to start digging through all his finances, put freezes on his banking accounts, which this is going to be interesting too when the lawsuits go through. This is going to be interesting to see how this works out. But anyway, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be very interesting how all this is going to play out. But yeah, if he said until January, why is it until January? What's going on after January? This is why he made that fake mix, put up all these little labels to make it stuff look like it was brand new, something different, something special, and dropped it down to $50 to push you into his site to get you to buy as fast as possible so he can make money off of you as fast. I don't know how much money he's going to make now, because if you break it down, we did the breakdown, he's not making any money at all. So I don't know what he called himself making at the end of the day, but he'll probably end up owing more than he ends up basically making at the end of the day. But still, as I told you before, he's still pushing you there, buy, on a product that didn't even exist. It was a dummy shopping cart. This is why you got to be careful. I told y'all.
Type in Croylon 76 screen mix, do a search, it'll bring you to this. And then once you're here,
and just brought the site back up, and look, site's gone again. That's a disconnection. If you paid for the site, say his subscription, expired, and he paid for it. Guess what? He should still be there. Can't say that they cut him off because of that month. No, I have Wix. I've been Wix longer than you have. I've had my Wix account almost like probably about 8 or 9 years. I had my Crystal Edge is even longer than that. My Black Series is about, I say almost close to about 9 months. My Crystal Edge is around for a couple of years. So I know for a fact that I know how the whole system works. And the reason why I know the system works, if you look at the comparison of my website, he doesn't do anything that he does, because we have experience. We've been in and out of Wix. We know I'm quite familiar with their software and all that stuff like that, their policies and everything. I know them. I've been with them for years. Him, on the other hand, he's disconnecting the site. That's what he's doing. So no, you don't want to put a credit card, debit card in there when his site pops open, because again, that's going to be your fault at the end of the day. So how are you going to go back, and if anyone who made an order for anything on the site, anyone made an order for a site, how are you going to go back and basically complain about his site if it's not there? Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you something. On the disconnection end of this, he can operate his page. Did you know that? So once they disconnect the domain, right, unless they got the 404 error where they've been completely wiped, they don't have access to anything. But when you disconnect the domain, you still have access to the page itself. So he can go in there and still, he can't accept anything from here, but he can also accept through email. There's other ways he can accept payments. He can do PayPal invoices. There's other ways that he can get money to the site, even though the domain is disconnected. This is why you have to be very careful about individuals like this. He can say, hey, my site's down for temporary repairs and so and so and so, but hey, you can send me an invoice and I can take care of it from here. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He can take invoices. He always said to me. He always says, email me if you want. Tell me what you want in your selection. You know, just email me. Are you kidding me? Why would I email you if you have a website set up to put a category list in? You don't need to email if you put a category list in. Also, to the email me is a way of screening callers to make sure, screening customers to make sure who's who before you buy. That's not good at all. You should never have to email somebody on select items if you have a website. That's the whole purpose of a website. It's a store. It's like you walk into a store and you're like, hey, what the freak is the Captain Crunch? Oh, you got to email me for that. But you got it right here. You can just put it right in the store. I can go pick it up. Why am I emailing you for this? There you go. So why would you email somebody? Now, even when he was on eBay, he did the same thing over there. Oh, email me for certain things. Email has a category. Category, what you have, SKU numbers next to it, blah, 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 blah. It's an online store. Only time people email for something is if they email for pricing. You got something that's insanely expensive. They really want to give a lot of people a sticker shock at the end of the day by staring at it. And they go, hey, for pricing, email us. But the item is still there for you to look at. Specifications, all that information. Just the prices are not there. You got to email for that. Other than that, or call. But the email to get an item that you can literally just, it's right there. You can put it on the site. Nah. No. He's still operating. I'm going to tell you that right now. He's still trying to pull money in. That's what he's trying to do. But he's hiding the domain name because he wants to look like his business doesn't exist, because I said there's agencies hunting him. So this is why we advise you, do not. This is me hitting my my refresh button. Do not buy or purchase anything from Jamie Fernando Gonzalez. His company is a scam, and this is what we had to prove when we go into court, that his company is a fraud. Any statement we make, we have to back this up. Now, Jamie, I'll explain this to you again today. You need to ship my paint over, because again, we had some fun last night, but this is getting serious. Ship my items over. If you're going to make accusations at the end of the day that I'm a scammer, that I'm ripping people off, that I'm stealing from people, my products are fake, then ship me over some black paint. You have my permission to ship to this address, and I'll paint this up on a live stream and display it as I do all my other black versus black demonstrations that we've done on our products down through time. So the fact that it's taking you this long, and the fact I had to argue with this guy, I had to argue with him on his site. We sent over the email, which we just the letter, which he had to read. We sent that over to him for him to read through, letting him know what's going to happen to him. And also, too, I requested for the black paint. So where's my paint? I mean, it's not expensive. It's like $7 samples. That's all we need. Just buy it and bring it over. You need to back up your claim. You made claims for years that we were scamming and ripping people off. I'm calling your bluff now. I'm calling your bull at the end. Your bull, you talk trash. I'm calling you out. Send me down the black paint for testing. The longer this takes, by the time we reach court date and you haven't had that product down here, we have to buy that product ourselves. I'm going to show all this to the judge, that we challenge your word on your statement that what my company was and what my company is ripping people off. And if you can't do this, you will be sued and you will lose in court. As I said before, you don't show up, you're still sued. You don't provide that paint over here, you can't back up your claim on what you said about my products, you're sued. And if I paint this up against my wall and knock it out, which I will, you're sued. So either way, there's no way out for him. When I get done with this lawsuit, I will send these documents over to your landlord, along with all the other documents we had that we've been actually working on. everything from the post office, everything from the process service for the copyright infringements and criminal charges in a nice little file, and we will email that or certified mail to your landlord to let him know the criminal activities that you were doing on his property. And also, too, furthermore, to find out if he had any involvement, because your LLC is now tied to his business. Do you know that? Just so you know. This is our page. This is my company. We do things right. You know how long it took me to build this site? As a matter of fact, I recorded the entire build of the site. It was a lot. It's 4 hours a day to build this thing. A lot of work. Your storefront, let's put it this way. If you're buying from a store, would you rather go into a store that looks like, somebody put money into it, they put time into it, they put, wow, this place is pretty nice, man, they put some work in this place, is pretty nice. Or would you rather walk into a hole in the wall and slide your credit card in there? There you go. See this at the bottom, people? This is explaining what the black versus black demonstrations are. This is how we test our products to make sure they don't match any form of black paint. We have tons of these demonstrations. They're all done live. Every single one of them. Everything from fabrics, everything from paints, films, you name it, we've done it. Even when he made statements that the Dynasty Black was our product, we use Dynasty Black in all our demonstrations to test against our screens for fun. You can't do one gray versus gray. Oh, by the way, we are going to ship them up that paint as agreed. I can ship it to you. We don't need permission because you posted your company's shipping address where we can ship you products to. You post it to your address right here. Mailing address for your company. It's right there. So we don't have to basically ask for permission. You, on the other hand, you have to get permission from me because this is not a business here. I don't have any licenses, anything tied here at all, period. So you can't do that here. The other place we're setting up, yeah, you can send stuff over there, but you can't send anything over here. That will get you in trouble. You already got enough problems with the post office. Don't send dumb stuff. But you do have my permission. Within that letter, it gives him an understanding of what he'll be shipping over here. It'll be flat black paint. Anything outside the guidelines of that means you will be going to court for separate criminal charges. It states it right there. So if anything comes over here, we can show, look, we wrote this, we sent this over to him before he sent the product over here. I back everything up. And we could say, look, Your Honor, we told him this is what we wanted, but he sent us over this weird nonsense at the end of the day. And this is not what we requested. And they're going to ask you, did you get the email? We sent it to you by certified. Well, I got a certified letter coming out to you. And if you got to sign for these bad boys. If you don't sign for it and you deny it, it will show you denied it. So you denied basically all your rights when we send that information over to you, because we're clearly trying to keep everything out in the open and tell you exactly what's going to happen. So you can't go in court and say, I don't know. We sent them a certified. We have recordings where we sent them emails. So you respond back. No, we got no respond back on anything at all whatsoever. Not going to go well for you. So send us what we requested. As I said before, you send anything outside the guidelines, I'll be going down to the detectives units. Oh, and actually, we'll be going to this branch over here where we already have a case against you for several criminal charges. This is the FBI unit. They're in here somewhere. Find these jokers in here. There we go. You'll be going. Your new case will be going here, and we can clearly show that we sent you a statement, certified letter, also showing us you send us what we asked for. You get funny and you do something stupid, and something else comes inside that box. Guess what's going to happen? I don't care if it's a keychain. I don't care what it is. You send us exactly what we asked for. Anything comes up in that box, weird or whatever, and keep in mind, Jamie, this is going to hurt you in court because we are requesting for you to back up your claim and your statements that you made against us. So if anything else pops up in that box that's not what we've requested to do our test to back up whatever claim you claim we're supposed to be, this is going to hurt you in court because the judge is going to say, well, why didn't you send them over the paint? Well, what the freak is that at the end of the day? Why are you sending them this? This is not what they requested. Did he not send you a letter stating that if you do this, these are going to be the consequences, and you did this anyway, then you're just going to have to suffer the consequences. That's what's going to happen to you. Simple and plain. Learn to read and follow the rules. If you can't read the paperwork correctly, give it to someone who can, so they can translate it for you or help you out along the way if you're having a problem or difficulty reading what we just wrote to you. So, again, let's go back to this fickle website. As I said before, don't do business with this site. If you have ordered from this site, make sure you get your money back. Contact PayPal and explain to him that the site is fickle. It's a fraud site. If you need to go to our blacklist site, and people have gone to our blacklist site and used information off our site to fight their cases, knock yourself out. You can dub any video you want out there. We don't mind. That's why it's there. It's there to warn people at the end of the day about this individual. Not about this individual. We have fake projectors. We have all kinds of. Matter of fact, I got some stuff going on. We'll be updating pretty soon on LED lights, because I've had issues with LED lights with one company and they're still trash. But you're going to see that on there. Don't buy from them. I mean, they better. God, mine have been horrible lights. Really bad lights. Anyway, and they haven't changed at all. All right, so that's basically about it. You know, just giving you fair warning, and we've been showing you these videos. We've been telling you about this over and over again. We've been telling you again that this guy is a major scammer. And, you know, for the people who backed him, how do you feel right now? For the people who got on my channel and yelling at me and said, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. He don't do this, and he's a good, how do you feel right now? And Jamie, at the end of the day, knows he has people who back him. How do you feel about being thrown under a bus? Not only did he throw you under a bus, but he told you to stay there so he can back up and run over top of you. How do you feel about that? Because that's got to suck right now. This is why his customers do not go into forum sites. They don't talk about his products because it's embarrassing. How are you going to talk about a product that matched the house paint with him in the video? You know how embarrassing how bad that makes you look? Or the fact that he can't keep his website up, or there's all kinds of weird stuff he's doing on his site that doesn't make any sense. How do you feel about that? Can't stand behind a professional product if the person who designed it is not a professional. Now, for those of you who didn't know and you got ripped off, we feel sorry for you. Honestly, we do. Because again, you were buying a product and you thought that was going to work, and it is not what you thought it was. But those of you who supported that nonsense and stood behind it 100%, yeah, how does it feel to get crushed under a bus? Interesting. Give you something to think about. That's why you don't, we've been warning you. You think I've been doing that for the sake of over hatred? No hatred. I'm explaining to you that the guy at the end of the day is a scammer. All that trash he talked about our products being fake, don't work, we're scammers, we're thieves. And when it comes down to asking him to send black paint with permission here so we can do a live test for everyone to see, he can't do it. Because he knows 100% our products work, and he knows he's been faking all those demonstrations. And the fact that he can't do it's going to land him in court. Because the judge is going to ask you, why did you not entertain Mr. Bird's comments? Why didn't you just send the product down for him to test? This would have helped you in court to prove that. If he's a scammer and he's ripping people off, yeah, it would have proved it. And he would have to be extremely bold to do something like that. He must be one bold individual to do that. So why didn't you entertain it? If you knew 100% that he was a scammer and he was ripping people off, why didn't you go send that paint to him? Hey, there you go. Because we're not. I just came on here and took a t-shirt and threw it against my screen that I just painted on a post office box and blew the t-shirt out of the water for fun. So you know that we're the real deal at the end of the day. The thing about it is with Jamie is very jealous, and I told you. He's mad because his products are fake. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. A scammer may get on a channel and talk about how his products are this, that, and the other, but deep down inside, he knows that they're not. He knows that they will not pass testing. He knows they will match house paint. He knows all this, but he talks as if it's not. I, on the other hand, I can come on here and I can talk with 100% confidence on my product and back it on any level, which we have done with over 9,000 video demonstrations on display. We go back to years of testing and demonstrations from gray, gunmetal, black technology, different color screens, you name it, we've done it. We can back everything we say. So the jealousy and hatred for someone who can back their products when they can't, this is what he displayed. So we nipped it in the butt for once and for all. You send me down the black paint, whatever you want to pick out, and I'll put it against my screen. He's not going to do that. He's watched us do dozens and dozens of demonstrations on black versus black. He claimed that we got special settings on our cameras, that we're using special projectors. Well, that's the case. Hey, you know, like I said, and you've done these tests on a 4K projector. We have a real high-end laser projector. We don't even use those things at the end of the day. We have old beat-up 720p units over here. There's no way in the world to do what your projector can do, and yet our product is better than yours. So we're all these things that you claim we are, and you stand behind us 100%, and you've been telling these nasty rumors about us, then you should have no problem entertaining what I've requested. And this is what the judge is going to see. Whether you send it, whether you ignore it, whether you don't show, she's going to see this. All right, he or she is going to see this, whoever's going to be the judge for that day. They're going to see that. Now, as I told you before, how we're going to do this, we're not going to have one large lawsuit. We're going to break this down. We want to be able to inconvenience him. He needs to go through this. He needs to go through this kind of punishment. He has to, because Jamie has done things that are unbelievable. I couldn't imagine the things that you do offline. I really couldn't imagine the horrible things that you do. Things that your family doesn't even know about. I couldn't imagine. But you need someone to teach you a lesson. So what we're going to do is we're going to break these lawsuits down and multiple what do you call them, small claims, which means we can dig you up and we can bring you down anytime we want. Every time I file at that courthouse, you're going to get a summit to go show in court. You live all the way in California, which means you're going to have to airline it all the way down here and show for court on time early, because the judges don't like it when you come up late. They really don't like it. They get really mad about that. And you'll be going into court, and you're going to have to go in there and basically try to defend yourself on something that we know you can't do. You're going to lose automatically. We already know this. And then I'm going to bring you back in again, because we have another one coming up for the 2.0. You violated that one. You have to come in for that. We have 2 separate criminal charges. I will be suing you after these criminal charges go through for the dumb stuff you did. Yeah, I'm filing 2 separate lawsuits. That's 4 that you'll be coming into. So each time you'll be coming over here. And like I said, we'll handle it from there. We'll take what we got to take out of you. The minute we win our judgment, I will go in and file an execution of judgment, which means we'll have a collector seek our goods, whatever we need to get, what we need to get out of you. We'll make sure we get our payment. They'll come to your front door so you know this. They'll let you know. So that's what's going to happen. We'll get about, I'm going to do 4 of these. I'm going to do 4 of these, probably about 4 or 5. We got 4 or 5 we can actually file against them. Not back to back, what we're doing, like we'll do one here and then one there, one there, one there. Then he has some criminal charges he has to go through. Yeah, post office is going to be the worst one. That is going to be the app. I couldn't even imagine going through that. That is going to be the worst one, because there's 2 of those in there, and they're 20-year prison sentences. They're no freaking joke. If he misses one, he's definitely going to hit the other one. But I can't see him getting out of either one of them. Even if it's a first offense, he still can't get out of it because there's 2 of them sitting there, which means that it's not a first offense when you have 2 charges on you. It means you knew what you were doing. So you're not getting out of that. You're definitely going to get some jail time. For the cyber charges, it's 1 year in jail. You have 2 of those, so you're definitely going to get time from that too. Probably going to get a year at most. They're probably going to give him a year and a couple of months. That's what they're going to do, because it shows he has a history of it. And then the lawsuit's coming up. All right, well, as I said before, this is why his pages are down. This is why you don't slide credit cards or any of your personal information through there. If you did order anything to this site, we do strongly advise you to go to PayPal and get your money back, because again, you're not getting your product. I guarantee you. I'd be surprised if if he's ripping people off left and right and not sending anything at all, period. Now, if you've seen what I got on camera, Jamie, you can't take me to court for this. You know why? Because I just backed up everything I just said. I stated that your license is expired. It shows right here. This is what I'll be presenting in court. I show that you lied on sensitive documents. Let me get this out of here. What are we doing here? There we go. Right here, you said your business is filing date. That's your filing date. It's the same thing that matches on your LLC, and your company's age is 6 months, which is a lie. I said that your products match household paints. These are videos that you were caught in doing. There's our copyrights right there. We presented for the judge that our copyrights were in plain view for you to see when you actually tampered with our copyrights. So here we are. We can show you the videos to the judge. This is you making black and white paint, ripping your customers off. You sold this on your site. This is your Network Gray 773. These are the slide pictures we sent over of you matching house paint. And the most criminal one of them all, this is a video of you actually in the video matching house paint. This one here too shows the inside of your house. But this one shows you in the video. This is the worst one of the worst. This is the one that you're going to have a lot of problems with in court. People have been coming in and they've been using this against them. They've actually been hitting them with fraud charges. People purchased the Cinemax. Because in this video, it shows his product matching, showing the receipts, showing the container, the title of the video, and the product matching. They've been using this against them in court. You can use it. I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, use my video. No. Knock yourself out. Our logo, see, we have our little icon right here. That's a copyrighted icon. I can easily go and go, oh no, you can't use this right here. No, go ahead and use it. Knock yourself out. If this helps you in court to get them for fraud charges, go do it. Finally caught up with you, eh? They all caught up with you. All that dirt you've been doing for years, it's caught up with you. Now, also too, Jamie, you bear receipts in this one, right? So keep in mind, when they're digging into your company to figure out how long your company's been around, how are you going to show a demonstration on a product when you claim you were only around 6 months? Well, actually, you said 5 months. So how would you have been able to do this if your company didn't exist? Big mistake you made here. Also, too, another claim that's being brought up against Jamie is basically he has to pay royalties to the, I think it's the industry that owns the rights to Frankenstein. I think it's Universal Studios owns it now. Because you said my Frankenstein right here.
Right here. Click it, and it'll take you to my website right here. Don't pay attention to this right now. It'll display right now. But go to shop. All right, just go to shop really quick, and then everything's there. All the prices have been modified to $50. Everything, even my Frankenstein, which I call it Crow's Super Alpha Cinemax. All right, that's a dark one. All right,
even my Frankenstein. We have receipts that we purchased a Frankenstein 4 times from his website. So that's also too going to come up in court that you were making money off a company's name without paying them any royalties at all. Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. When you walk into that courtroom, it's not going to be just the fact about the paint. It's going to be a lot of things you're going to have to be the backup when you're in that courtroom. These are multiple documents that are going to be submitted today. So that way, when we go to court, we can say, hey, look, we have this right here. We can show that his companies are fake. We can show basically he's been ripping people off. He's been scamming people. And also, too, we can show that we have actually bought a product called Frankenstein, but she hasn't paid any royalties to this company. And this paint has been around for 5 years. Again, like I said, we're taking you for more than just slander my company. There's a lot of things we're taking you to court for on that. All right, let me see real quick. Get out of here. We got the fake paint right there. Bum, 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 bum. Website's not even there. That's gone. Well, it's gone for now. Who knows when it's going to pop back up again and try to get money out of your credit card. What else are we missing out of here? Let's see right here. Bum, 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 bum. That's all there. And yeah, that's basically about it. All right, people. I got to go. I got my silver insulation in. I got to go feed my giant down here on the floor so he can be fed today because he killed off his food. And I got things to take care of today. And I got to be down to the courthouse and the filing, this is filing floor. We got to do that. And we're going to actually start the process of filing small claims court for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez for slandering my company and claiming my company is a scam, making accusations that we were ripping off customers. And we did give him the opportunity to basically prove his theory, but he failed to acknowledge. Keep in mind, I will be contacting you again about this paint, asking you, requesting you to send this down because I want to show the judge that I went over and under and beyond to basically ask you to back up, which you made statements about my company. All right, certified letters coming tomorrow. All right, gotta go.